Good morning, everyone. Good morning from beautiful Tasmania. I'm so excited to see you all today. And on behalf of the SFLIG management team and at least 2025 organizing committee, it's my true pleasure and honor to welcome you to the third International Online Systemic Functional Linguistic Interest Group Conference at the 2025. And before we start, I would like to do the acknowledgement of country as required in formal events in Australia. So the Systemic Functional Linguistic Interest Group acknowledges with deep respect the traditional custodian of the land where this program was developed, the Balawa people of the Latruwita Nations. The Balawa people belong to the oldest continuing culture in the world. They cared, protected country for thousands of years. We pay respect to elders past and present and to the many Aboriginal people that did not make the elder status, and to the Tasmanian Aboriginal community that continues to care for country. We recognize the history of truth that acknowledges the impact of invasion and colonization upon Aboriginal people, resulting in the forcible removal from their lands. Our Tasmanian island is a unique place with spectacular landscapes. Our cities and towns are surrounded by bushlands, wilderness, mountain ranges, and beaches. We stand for a future that profoundly respects and acknowledges Aboriginal perspectives, culture, language, and history, and continued effort to fight for Aboriginal justice and rights, paving the way for a strong future. On behalf of the University of Tasmania, we acknowledge the custodians of the lands where our conference organizers, presenters, reviewers, advisors, and participants live, work across Australia and internationally. We acknowledge all countries participating in the third International Online Systemic Functional Linguistic Interest Group Conference SC 2025, their elders, ancestors, and their legacy to us. And I always feel lucky and I'm truly grateful for having the opportunity to live and work in beautiful Tasmania and to work at the University of Tasmania. So Tasmania is so beautiful. We have fallen in love with Tasmania at the first sight when we moved to Tasmania. So that's my personal reflection. And today it's my true honor to invite Dr. Sally Humphrey to deliver an opening speech for the conference. Since the SFLIG was established in 2014, Dr. Sally Humphrey has been a strong supporter for the group. She has been a regular correspondent for the group in the Facebook discussion group, the private one. There are countless questions and since 2014, and she together with Sushi and many other scholars have answered all the questions. And when COVID-19 started, we did the first international webinar series in 2020 and the first SFLIG conference in 2021, the second one in 2023, and this is the third one. And Sally has always been our favorite plenary speakers for all the events. And so we are truly grateful to all her support. And it's our honor to invite her to deliver the opening for the conference today. Thank you, Sally.
Well, that was an overly generous welcome to the introduction, Vin. I'm overwhelmed by how you have managed with your team to put together such an amazing program today. And I'm looking at the screen and seeing all these friends from all over the world. And I just kind of want to, let's just talk and catch up and, but I know I'm going to be able to talk and catch up through the presentations of these people and others who are joining us throughout the program. It's just amazing. I'm looking at the screen and thinking, whose no means like there are no new beginnings. That's intriguing me, and everything about our community intrigues me in terms of wanting to know more. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. And Vin's already kind of given the bones of the activities of the group, but I think it's the vision that is really the news for that I'd like to kind of celebrate. The activities are kind of outcomes of this vision to promote social equity and access to the knowledge and support that SFL can offer to teachers and other practitioners and theorists of SFL through social network platforms and a variety of forums, and catering as far as possible with time zones. And that it's been amazing how that's been able to be handled. Such a flexible and agile responses to the challenges. So I'm in awe of the technological affordances that have been used, and the global access and responsibility to the global kind of situation that we're in, because we do get little pockets of very intense face-to-face activities, particularly here in Sydney and in other areas, and often there's a frustration from our colleagues who are doing such wonderful work in pretty isolated situations. So I'm really grateful to be able to support this. My main kind of task is to also to celebrate, Vin's incredible achievement, and with her admin team, which has changed really not as much as you would think over the 10 or 11 years that has has been kind of going. And I particularly have to draw attention to the work of Dr. Thomas Amundren, my pronunciation's bad, who's kind of been there every step of the way, co-editing and responding in such a generous way. Dr. Eric Chung from Hong Kong Polytechnic. I must say Thomas is from Nara University of Education and is an Asian representative. Dr. Eric Chung from Hong Kong Polytechnic. Dr. Arnie Etaiwitz. I'm very, very sorry, Arnie. I'm horrible with pronunciation. My ears are just tone deaf. Charles Darwin University, and very, very active in social media work. Dr. Dongbing Zhang, that's Muz, from the University of International Business and Economics, and another Asian representative who's been very active, as has Dr. Catherine Accurso from the University of British Columbia in North America. And Dr. Winfred, now I'm going to do this really badly, Juan, from Hong Kong Metropolitan University. Sorry, Winfred. And Dr. Liam Tan from AMES Australia. So that's a really core group at the moment, but many scholars have been active in the past, including Didham, who's here today, and Shushi Dreyfus, and others who've really given so much of their time and energy in promoting this group in different forums. So I just, draw your attention to the program, which has details of the outputs that have come from the conferences, with edited books and with edited, journals, special issue of linguistics and the human scientists, as well as books as well. So just in closing, I just want to say, 3 points about the vision, just to kind of echo that, that's what we're all about, and that is we want to promote SFL theory, its advancement and application in diverse global contexts, and contribute to making the world a better place for all. We want to recognise that geography and costs are no longer barriers to participation in SFL professional development opportunities. You may have noticed this is free and open to all to join. Promoting social equity through free access to learning and research development, through informal channels, as we've said, and enhancing the dissemination of knowledge through spoken communication and online communication, as well as written peer-reviewed publications. So thank you and welcome, and I'm really looking forward to hearing from everybody as we go through. Over to you, Tin.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sally, for a wonderful opening speech, and thank you for your generous compliments to all of us from SFLIG management team. I would also like to add my thanks, great thanks to all my management team members, the organizing committee for SD 2025, Dr. Eric John from Hong Kong, Dr. Thomas Anmantran from Japan, Annie Aitawi from Charles Darwin University, Dongmin Jen, as you mentioned, catering from University of British Columbia, Lim Tan from IMES Australia, Winrich from Hong Kong, Metropolitan University, and others committee members over the years like Didim, who supported every 2021 wonderfully, Jenny from USA with the first webinar series in 2020 and 2021, and Isaac from Erica, and recently Peter from Erica as well. Sorry if I missed out anyone, and a MON team, admin team before COVID-19 as well, and all the enthusiastic participants and invited speaker for making our SFL SFLIG activities happens as we wish to support the SFL community and research. Okay, so we are going to walk you through the whole program in the next 4 days. I hope you are excited about that and already for your favorite session to attend, and feel free to remote plenaries and keynotes on social medias within your network and parallel session. But there are only a few sessions that the author did not allow it to record, but the majority of sessions are already good for already okay for recording. Okay, so I'm going to share my slide and the program. No, desktop 3. Okay, share. Can you see my screen, everyone? Okay, wonderful.
Yes, that's fabulous. Thanks.
Yep. Okay. So the Zoom links is only included in the schedule sent by email, and for the program booklet we circulated yesterday on the web because it's too large to send by email. It couldn't be sent by email, but I already sent to the presenter and participant by email. But for all people subscribed to the mailing list, they got the version from the web, and we already sent through the Zoom link by email. Okay, so today we will start with the first plenary. Dr. Sally Humry, when I scheduled the program with my with the committee members and co-conveners, we always put Sally first for and like people heard about her name and they would come. So
No pressure, no pressure.
no rest of Sally. We are always excited about your talk. So with this wonderful topic, so really looking forward to her speech, and I'm sure you are looking forward to her as well. So there are 2 sessions in the morning today, parallel session, and we schedule the session based on the availability of the chairs because we have different chairs in different parts of the world and their availability throughout the conference. And it also depends on the timing of the presenters and the conference substream as well. So while we are trying our best to schedule the program, that's still the majority of participants. We acknowledge that it's not suitable for people in Europe, in America, because the conference has been within the working hour in Australia, 9 to 5. And then that may be midnight or early morning in Europe and America and some part of USA. And we really appreciate your extraordinary effort to attend the conference or record your talks in advance to send through to us, so the chair can play the recording during the session and facilitate the discussion. And you can attend 5 minutes or 10 minutes at the Q&A. If you can't attend the whole session, 30 minutes for your parallel session, or in some scenario, the speaker can't attend the whole session because it's 2 a.m. at their time or 3 a.m. and then the chair can write a recording and facilitate the discussion within 5 minutes with the participant. I think that's too productive, and the participant can get in touch with the presenter to ask questions. And if they don't know the email address, please get in touch with us and we provide information. Okay, so after the first plenary for this morning, we had 2 parallel sessions, with the first one from Maria Pritz from USA with her co-author in Bangladesh, the second one from Lucky Law in Hong Kong. And this session will be chaired by me, and the second session will be chaired by Thomas, with the third one from Mamun. Is she here already? In Australia, and the second one from Yang Ying from Vietnam. So the timing for this morning is suitable for everyone, I believe. Then we have lunch at around 11:45 until 12:30. And then we have a keynote one for day one from Moss, chaired by Thomas. And in the afternoon, we had 3 parallel sessions chaired by each committee member. And finally, we have the final plenary for the day by Professor Len Unsworth. We are excited to invite Len Unsworth to deliver a plenary speech for this year's conference, and chaired by Thomas. And then we have we will launch 2 books by Michael, Marcel, and Selson Gao, and the second book by Sally, Rosala, and Olga. So basically, this is the schedule for day 1, and day 2, day 3, day 4. They are scheduled in the similar pattern. So feel free to view the schedule for day 2 and day 3 and day 4, and find the session you would like to attend in the next 4 days. Okay, so every day we schedule, except the first day we started at 5. From the second day and to the last day of the conference, we started at 9:30, so a bit later, so people can more people can join us. So, and we will end each day at around 4:30. Okay, I think that's all for me to walk through the conference program. Any question from you before we start the plenaries for this morning? Any question, everyone? No, okay, that's great. Okay, so perhaps we can I can stop now, and thank you very much again to everyone for attending our opening and the first plenary today. I think it's now time for Sally to get prepared with her talk.